We're about 40 miles south of Candlestick Point as we welcome you inside Levi's Stadium in Santa Clara. The scene a short time ago, this crowd, they love their 49ers, and they were in full roar as their guys burst out of the locker room. And we're ready for football as the 49ers get set to do battle with the Los Angeles Rams. Getting toward the halfway point of the NFL season, Week 7 is underway on EA Sports. This is taken at the 3. And he'll take this one near the 25, call it the 26-yard line. Here's the first carry now for Todd Gurley. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be second down. First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. Now on second down, this is Gurley. And he'll take it ahead to the 28-yard line. 4 yards on the pickup there, and now they're left with a 3rd and 8.
And that was a good run. This was only one of 9 guys to go over 1,000 yards in 2017. And I think you can't let him run wild here.
What do you think, 100 yards, the measuring stick?
Always. That is the threshold. You want to keep him under that if you want to play good defense.
An early tough test on the opening drive. This is 3rd and 8. Now it's gone. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Carter. And now a fumble. The ball's out. And now this is scooped up by the 49ers. And they'll start out with great field position at the 47-yard line in enemy territory. After the fumble recovery, it's Garoppolo. And he finds his target. It's Marquise Goodwin. And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30. And 15 yards there on the catch and run. Right after the turnover, they come out throwing.
And that means it's a sudden change situation. We used to practice it on defense. Sudden change, get out there, stop the offense. But you typically run out there a little bit unsettled. I think that's why he came right out throwing the football, hoping to catch him off balance.
And he did. A first carry now for the former Viking. This is Jerick McKinnon. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. It'll be a loss of 1, and that'll bring up a 2nd and 11. A shotgun snap for Garoppolo. To the right side, complete to Taylor. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. And the Niners move the chains as Garoppolo hooks up with Taylor.
Slant route's effective no matter who's running the route and catching the ball. But when you have a receiver of that stature, you have to be a little bit more precise throwing it. You don't have the same catch radius with the bigger targets.
49ers with their first trip to the red zone thus far. 1st and 10 at the 19. Working from the gun, Garoppolo. He'll find Goodwin here on the right side. And he'll be taken down at the 2-yard line. 17 more yards on that one as they keep the drive rolling. Well, he did everything but get him in the end zone there, but now they're set up. Golden opportunity, strong opening drive, and they're knocking on the door.
And the way that they did it, now look where they are on the field. All right, this is naturally set up for a running play, isn't it? But with his ability to throw the football, his accuracy on this drive, you might want to think about a pass play in this situation.
Interesting. Time to find out. They'll try to run with McKinnon. And across the goal line, into the end zone. Touchdown, 49ers. Jerick McKinnon hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season. And the Niners have taken the early lead. And his kick is no good. An inauspicious start here kicking-wise as this one stays a 6-0 game. Gold now out to kick it away. This will be taken in at the 1. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. The Rams offense now, they get set and head back onto the field. And a fumble last time. Ball security. Talk about it all the time in the National Football League. They've got to be better at it on this drive.
Don't you think that when every team gets together for the first time, I don't care if it's OTAs, mini camps, first day of camp in the regular season, ball security comes up about what, the second sentence of the coach's address?
And those are so many drills focus on that.
All the time, and they do drills to make it even tougher to simulate game situations. Doesn't always work out, though.
They'll try and start the drive with Gurley. And he's going to lose yardage and be backed up to the 25. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. Now it draws. Goff gives to Gurley. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. There to stop him on the defensive side, Fred Warner.
All right, quick observation, Brandon, because early on in this game, I'm seeing linebackers playing with their noses close to the line of scrimmage.
And my guess is the wheels are turning on that other sideline. As a play caller, you're filing that away right now, aren't you?
Yeah, you're trying to find that opportunity later on when you can play action them or stick something to them between the second and the third level.
Throwing on third. Goff. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up 4th down. And this passing game's whole offense really didn't show up in the loss last week, and it hasn't started all that great here either.
Yeah, and they can't let that incompletion become an uh-oh moment. Like, oh boy, here we go again. Just like last week, each game is its own entity, treated as such.
This is taken at the 10. Sights on the end zone, no doubt, but is brought down after a huge return there. And the Niners set up well. They take over 1st and 10 on the short side of the field. They'll run it now out of the gun. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. A big run there, 29 yards and a first.
That outside handoff to the left, that play has to warm the heart of an offensive line coach because they controlled the left side where they were supposed to. But they didn't allow anything to leak from the backside on the right side of the offensive line either. Well played.
Yeah, and it created a big run. Running game working. They'll stick with it on 1st down. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, San Francisco. Jerick McKinnon with touchdown number 2 in the game and now 11 on the year. And the 49ers add on to their lead. This time, the extra point up and good. And the lead now stands at 13. Gold now out to kick it away. This will be taken in at the 1. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. The Rams offense now making their way out to take over. And it's been a rocky start for them thus far. They had the turnover and then the punt on those first 2 drives.
So there is optimism because they've improved, right? Turnover, you just noted it on the first drive.
Punt's better than the turnover.
The punt is better on the second one. Now they're hoping to turn it into first downs and hopefully points.
Goff will lead the Rams up here 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. They'll start out on the ground with Gurley. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
We think, Brandon, I like the intensity this defense is showing right here in these first few drives. They're not just holding the line because they're doing their job, but they're doing more than that, aren't they? They're getting a nice push into the offensive backfield.
And a great example right there for the loss on the tackle. A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. Now Goff will hand this one to Gurley. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. Give him 10 yards on the pickup, and that is going to set up a 3rd and 1.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
They'll try and pick up the first with Gurley. And give him 5 yards there, and it's enough for the first. So you're down early. How do you get back in the game? Maybe establish the run. I think they're trying to do that.
Now, I'm with you on that one, and what I like about the message is that there's no panic from the head coach. He's already told his offensive coordinator, let's run the football, let's get things settled down a little bit and find our way back into this game.
On 1st down, it's Gurley. He'll take this from the 40 up to the 45 for a gain of 5.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half. Maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
Back live now to begin the second quarter with Charles Davis. Goff turns and gives to Gurley. And he'll get it down to the 47 here. It's a 7-yard gain there, and it's good enough to move the chains.
I'm okay with the call there. In fact, I actually like it. I know they're down a couple of scores, but the running game worked in that situation. I would continue to go in that direction.
All runs on this drive so far. It's 1st and 10. They go play action here on 1st down. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes.
Well, someone's been up to the task so far in this game. They are already up a couple of scores, Brandon, and guess what? I think they're just going to pin their ears back now and get upfield and get after the quarterback.
Been such an impressive first half to get that lead. So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on 2nd down. A shotgun snap for Goff. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up 3rd down. Seems like this defense, especially the secondary, has really been contesting about every throw in this first half.
Remind me of a good half-court defensive basketball team. Every time a pass is thrown, they're right there in good defensive position, able to affect the play.
Goff now to throw. And down he goes. The 49ers get there.
We've watched this a long time, and I still don't believe we get it. 3rd and long, why are you calling play action?
Because they're not going to bite defensively, right?
No, not at all. I did have a coach explain to me years ago that for some teams, that's how they have to deal with pass protection and their line blocking. But to me, it seems silly.
Yeah, well, they're silly, and it leads to a play-action sack. And now running right through it. 34 yards on the return. But for a moment, looked like he had a shot to go all the way. And the Niners will go on offense. 1st and 10. Garoppolo going to bring the Niners up here 1st and 10.
65, 65.
The drive starts with a handoff to McKinnon. And he's going to take this one across midfield and into Ram territory. Defensively, Ogbanya Okoronkwo made the stop.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally,
65.
creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
He's checking. I got you.
Now Garoppolo throwing on second. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 48, and they get the football. They'll set up shop at their own 49-yard line.
And, Brandon, this is a real nice job defensively of getting inside a quarterback's head and figuring out, okay, where's he going with the football? Because you can make an educated guess defensively. Not all the time, but sometimes. And when you're right, you've got a decent chance of coming away with the football.
Goff will lead the Rams up here, 1st and 10, just shy of midfield at the 49. After the interception, here's Goff. He's letting it fly for Cooks. Got a man, it's caught inside the 10. And all the way down to the 7-yard line. So the defense blitzed. A nice job picking that up, completing the pass.
And how in sync was the quarterback and his center on that play? They saw the blitz, made the appropriate calls, got the line engaged because now they know they're going to be extra guys coming at the quarterback, so they got their assignments down pat and kept them away from him, and he's able to step up.
And he's going to take this one in for a Rams touchdown. Todd Gurley, his 9th touchdown of the season. And the Rams have got this back to a one-score game. Zerline connects on the extra point, and it's now 13-7. So here comes the kickoff, and what now is just a one-score, 6-point game. This is fielded at the goal line. And some space here. And now look at him go. Past the 20, 10, touchdown, 49ers. As his guys are in for 6. And the 49ers add 6 to their lead.
Well, partner.
Oh, they flip it to the kicker. He looks like he's going to throw it. This will be caught at about the 6. And he will get into the end zone to extend the lead by 2 more. So let's try this again. After the kick return TD, here's yet another kickoff. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Here's the Los Angeles offense as they get set to take possession. I guess they have to feel a little gratified to at least get on the board last time, but still work to do.
No doubt about it. I wonder now if they're going to try to increase the urgency a little bit, maybe pump up the pace, maybe go 2-minute. Who knows? Let's see what they decide to do.
Goff will lead the Rams up here 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. Now a handoff for Gurley. And he'll fight forward to about the 27-yard line. Solomon Thomas there on the tackle.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
A play fake to Gurley. Now gone. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. DeForest Buckner continuing to fight downfield. The big tackle gets him for a loss of 11. So Goff, he'll try to refocus after the sack. The Rams now set up with a tough one, a 3rd and long. Out of the gun, Goff. Escaping the pressure right. On the run, he'll let this go. And that's caught inside the 30. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. Oh, they hate that. Wipes out the big play.
And I know this is the NFL, so they would probably fine you for this type of a penalty. But when I was in college, you used to have to do up-downs for the number of yards that you cost a team in a big play.
21 yards. It's well done on the return. And this offense, they're going to have excellent field position. They take over with a 1st and 10 on the short side of the field. Out on the field now, here come the 49ers. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they... Oh, and this ball's tipped and intercepted. Picked off by the Pro Bowler, Marcus Peters. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Oh, and that's a nice job defensively to get a piece of the football. He's going to pop it into the air, and then it's the tip drill. And good concentration by him to react to it and pull in the interception.
DC!
From the end zone, Goff steps away. And he's only able to get it to right around the 3. He'll get just a yard on the scramble. It's 2nd down.
Yeah, he only gets a few yards on 1st and 10, but he's better off doing that than throwing an incompletion or even worse, an interception.
They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway.